Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Mokona Man at YouTube with another model video. Today we'll be testing, reviewing and demonstrating the Gaia Cement GPC-02 plastic cement for scale plastic models in high impact polystyrene and ABS. This is the thick viscosity version purchased in Japan, with the viscosity of syrup and a strong solvent smell, with a fine chisel brush in a nice glass square 40ml bottle. The description loosely translates as quick setting. I'll demonstrate its use on this Micro Ace K-Truck. Remove the cap, evenly coat the applicator brush and wipe off excess, and apply it directly to the surface that you wish to adhere together, taking care not to add excess on the surface where paint will be added. It will leave oozing and scarring marks. Sandwiching the part will create a bit of ooze that will also fill the gap or seam. You'll also have to be mindful of stringing and touching areas where glue is applied, leaving fingerprints. Gluing via capillary action, where you sandwich the parts and add glue down the seam, will not work due to its viscosity. Next step, we'll be using entry grade Bandai Gundam models, adhering the entire leg together and addressing the seam. We evenly coat the surfaces on the edge, including any connecting pins and sockets that holds it together, building it up to make sure that it is wet, in a couple of coats if needed, neatly, not allowing glue to seep on the outside surface. Promptly, the two halves are sandwiched together evenly. A little bit of glue should ooze out of the seam. In our control group, we have one that's snap fit no glue, one that is only glued together, and the third one that's glued together and additional seamline putty applied. Next, we'll spray each part in grey primer to pick up the faults and see how obvious the seams are. If it doesn't seem obvious, the point of gluing is to permanently fuse the two parts together so they won't come apart, and secondly, fill the seam to make it like a single continuous bit. This one, you can see it's very obvious. Test 2, we will sand down the seam to make a flat continuous surface. I am using 280 grit dry and 400 grit to polish. Also hitting it with the primer to look for any faults or splits. And you can see that it's impressively smooth and no prior evidence of a seam line or a split. A result that you don't even get with Tamiya cement, and very impressive. Test 3, I have added modelling filling putty directly on the seam, which may be unnecessary. Older, poorer fitting and warped kits may need the additional bog and filling, so it's still recommend to do it depending on the project. Moderate Bandai kits does have moderate tooling and fit proportions. Use judgment based on the tooling and quality of the kit. The results are the same, pretty pleasing and seamless. The putty at this stage just seems to be an insurance policy. The results are impressive and incredibly pleased. I have also used this on a finer pit road 1/144 scale tank without causing any issues to the surface, and finer precision parts assembly due to the nice control with the brush. On the opposite end, I'm also building an RE 1980s Macross kit with extreme distortion and poorer fitting, and also performing quite well in conjunction with putty. This so far has been my favourite cement, even outperforming my own homebrew mix of xylene or MEK sprue glue mix and glycol. It comes across as a smooth and buttery sprue glue that dries incredibly quickly, where sprue glue clumps separates a bit and very slow dry. I do highly recommend this product and will likely purchase it again during my next trip. I have not tested and have no intention on trying the extra thin, as you can still get amazing results with strong solvents. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned for further content, and we'll catch you guys next time. See you later.